My name is Hannah Swafford, and the encyclical I read was the Letter on Pastoral Care for Homosexual Persons. This encyclical was written by the Congregation of the Doctrine of Faith in order to correct any inconsistencies or errors regarding the Catholic Church's teaching on homosexual persons and to inform the bishops on how to care for such people. The Catholic Church recognizes that people are subject to a variety of sinful desires and that we as humans have little control over. These desires do not become sinful until they are acted upon. This fact relates back to homosexuality, saying that homosexual inclinations are not sins themselves, but it is more or less ordered to an intrinsic moral evil. Thus, the inclination itself must be reviewed as an objective disorder. Therefore, special concern and pastoral attention should be given to those with this condition so that they won't believe that living this way is morally correct. A basic plan for understanding the discussion of homosexuality is provided in the story of creation. God created us as a reflection of His goodness. He fashioned male and female in His image and likeness. We are the work of God, and in the complementary of the sexes, we are called to reflect the inner unity of the Creator. The Church celebrates the divine plan of the loving and life-giving union between man and woman in the sacrament of marriage. A person engaging in homosexual behaviors therefore acts immorally. To choose someone of the same gender and to participate in sexual activity is to annul the symbolism and meaning of the Creator's sexual design. Homosexual activity makes procreation impossible, ignores the call to life, which is the essence of Christian living, and makes the act self-indulgent. It prevents one's own fulfillment and happiness by acting contrary to God's plan. Homosexual persons who seek to follow the Lord are called to enact the will of God in their life by accepting and dealing with their sufferings and difficulties. They may be ridiculed by some, but should remember that this is the way to eternal life for all who follow God. As said by St. Paul, you cannot belong to Christ unless you crucify all self-indulgent passions and desires. Homosexuals are called to a chaste life, and as they dedicate their lives with God's call to them, they will be able to celebrate the sacraments of reconciliation and the Eucharist more faithfully. Bishops are encouraged to provide pastoral care in accord with the Church's teaching for homosexuals. They will appreciate the need for homosexual persons to avoid the near occasion of sin. The neglect of the Church's position prevents homosexual men and women from receiving the care they need and deserve. The pastoral care will assist homosexual persons in all levels of the spiritual life, through the sacraments, through prayer, witness, counsel, and individual care. In such way, the entire Christian community can come to recognize its own call to assist its brothers and sisters without isolating them. After this letter, our understanding and teaching of homosexual persons is much clearer.